Mets win 4-0 over the Philadelphia Phillies in the second game of the doubleheader. From those of you from the last video, welcome. Leave a like on this video, just like with the last one. Be sure to subscribe. And also, I forgot to plug Fade Grips. You could get some grips on your controller like this for 20% off if you use code Python by clicking the link in the description. You could also get yourself cases for your controller. You could get yourself some shirts, snapbacks, hoodies. Be sure to use code Python. Click in the link in the description. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description there, as well as turn the notification bell on, subscribe, and leave a like on the video like I mentioned before. So let's just jump into this. This game was a little bit harder for me to take notes on, and it kind of went a little bit quicker, because not just because it was 7 innings, but also because it was literally 1-2-3 inning, 1-2-3 inning. It was a pitcher's duel, this one. For the most part, things got a little bit shaky later on in the game, but it was hard to keep notes with the Rangers on at the same time, which thankfully, I cannot believe I got 3 wins today. 2 from the Mets, 1 from the Rangers. Good day for me. But if you're not a Ranger fan, but you're just a Met fan, maybe not so good of a day for you, but still 2 Met wins. You can't complain with today. But yeah, so it was a 1-2-3 inning for Stroman in the first inning, the second inning, and the third inning. Just 1-2-3 innings, nonstop for Stroman. Nola got a 1-2-3 in the second, and the third inning, I mean, not much happened until the fourth inning, where that's where I have more notes because I was able to watch the game from there. Joyce gets on as Phillies first base runner with a single to right field. So it took till the fourth inning for a base runner to get on for the Phillies, which surprised me, honestly. I didn't think Stroman was pitching that well. I couldn't really notice or anything, but obviously because he had that many 1-2-3 innings in a row. But although if he got a no-hitter in this, that would have been kind of weird, huh? That would have been kind of weird because of the fact that it's a 7-inning game, and then, yeah, anyway, it didn't happen, so don't have to worry about that, the whole asterisk and everything. But anyway, can't talk. Third video in a row here. Harper hits into a double play to end the inning. Then the Mets bats come alive a little bit, sorta. Alonso lines out at third. A really great grab there at third by Bohm. Not much he could do there. McNeil beats out a grounder for a single. Pilar with a blooper to center. Then VR hits one to center for a base hit, moves Pilar to third. And I'm pretty sure that ended up bringing McNeil in. Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Unless I didn't note that down. Again, things got a little confusing with the notes until really, like, the fifth inning. It was a little easier then. Nito gets hit by a pitch to load the bases. Rojas then decides not to pitch hit Stroman with the bases low, which shocked me. Yeah, McNeil definitely did score that inning. He had to have, because the Mets scored 3 runs that inning. And then, because then Nimmo ends up bringing 2 runners on a single to right field after Stroman strikes out. Not pulling Stroman, though, ended up being the good thing, which I was surprised at the time because I thought the Mets would have wanted to blow the game open, but they opt not to do that, and it still ended up working. Fifth inning, then Segura hit one up the middle to keep the inning alive, but then Stroman gets out trouble with runners on first and second. Alonso then up the plate gets a double off the left field wall, and Nola gets out that inning, though. Sixth inning, Miller. This was more of a boring game than the first one, in my opinion, but in a good way because the Mets ended up not allowing any runs, which is very rare for the Mets to do. Miller gets a hit to right field. Alonso then clanks on a double play ball. Stroman gets out of the inning without allowing a run somehow. Things got a little bit scary there. Nito gets a triple to right field. Harper not able to play that ball in right field. That was weird. And the Tomas Nito slander, as they say on Twitter, and as I say as well, and the Nito slander, as he gets a triple to right field. And I think that Nito is honestly underrated on this team. I think that he's a solid backup catcher, and not enough people give him credit for it. Stroman then walks, and Nimmo lines one to the right field, and Nito scores 4-0. Stroman gets pulled out of the game, though, because he was on the base for so long, because there ended up being a play reviewed at some point during this as well, where you saw Stroman, he had the stretch on the bases and everything. I'm sure Stroman wanted to finish the game, but he couldn't. So Familia comes in and he gets the first 2 outs, no problem. And then you get nervous because Bohm lines one the right field to keep the game alive. And you're like, here we go. Gregorius then hits one up the middle. Here we go. But Gene Segura then comes up and the Mets win the game from a ground out. I believe it was the third. They gun him out, and the Mets win the game 4-0, and they sweep the doubleheader, not the series, because we still play one more game. But we clinched the series win already, and we do end up playing tomorrow, and hopefully we end up sweeping the whole series. Mets now in first place, technically. It's technically a tie somehow. I don't understand it. Probably because we didn't play every single game yet. But, and the Phillies have more games played than us, like I said. So, yeah, games in hand. But we're tied for first with them now. And that is a huge win for the Mets. I thought Familia looked great, though, despite those 2 hits that he ended up letting up. I think that if we could get consistency from Familia, if he could give us an ERA around the 3.5 range to 4, I'll be happy with that. I will be happy with that personally, because I don't expect much from him at all. And the Mets get lucky here, as they honestly didn't even have to really use the bullpen at all in this game. I thought that it was going to backfire, the Mets using all their main guys in the first game, using May, using Diaz, using Castro. I thought that was going to backfire, but it ended up not backfiring. And because either way, honestly, you still had Loop in the bullpen. You had Lucchesi, Gesellman, Hildenberg. So you still had guys. You had 2 guys, Gesellman. You had those guys, Gesellman and Lucchesi, could have gave you multiple innings of work also if it did end up going to extras this one. So I shouldn't have been as worried as I was. But Stroman, in a normal start, 6 innings, this would have been great. And he looks amazing this year. He doesn't get the strikeouts and everything, but he's a ground ball pitcher, and we know that. And with improved defense, with Lindor now at shortstop, it just makes things so much easier for Stroman to go out there and work. But the bats do need to wake up a little bit. Like I said in the first video, the bats are way too dead for my liking. But I think that will come, like I said, over time. I think that over time, the Mets bats will come more alive. But that is it really for the video. I don't know what else to say. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, that's going to be it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everyone.